So here we are, starting another video for the groomsmen channel, and someone commented on the decor in my bathroom, and it's very Japanese type style. As you can see, we have like some samurai stuff over there, and we got that to finish it off. It's kind of what we're dealing with. Alright, so here we are, we're back in my bathroom. I kind of showed you the decor, and we're going to be making a video today. So this is going to be a learning type video. I'm making this video for one of the newcomers that I'm trying to help get into the industry. Then again, this is Scott from the Groomsmen, and I appreciate you all being here and checking this out. So the razor I'm going to be using today is one that I typically recommend. Oh, well, that's not cool. The lights on my thing have died. Unless this plug is toast. Oh, there we go. Something goofy with the plugs going on. Anyway, let me go ahead and go over there and turn off that fan. And I'm actually being joined in here by someone special today. Sony. We have a 5-month-old kitten who's part Maine Coon, part Ragdoll. And he is very intrigued by water and has a waterproof coat. He's a little chow hound though, so let me show you. This is Sony. He loves to be held. One of the things about a ragdoll is they very much like to be held like a baby, you know. Maine Coons are fascinated with water, and he has that ability too. So he's not a big poofball, so he's not exactly, mom and dad weren't exactly purebreds, but they were pretty close because he has a lot of the traits. All right, you want to go back down? All right, here you go. So anyway, with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the shave. What I'm going to be using again, I sent out Arco soap. Arco soap is really affordable. It's really cheap. I was trying to think of how many ounces you get to this. I should have weighed this up. But you get 5 tubes of it on Amazon for about $8 shipped to you. So one thing I'm going to be using is just a regular bowl. There's no scalloping. There's no texture in there, as you can see, because I'm trying to show this newcomer to this how you use it. And I got just a Bodyworks standard brush here with a synthetic. This is one of my favorite brushes because it has a good backbone to it. It's not a big fluff ball type thing like some people tend to use. So one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cheat. So I don't have a cheese grater. I don't have any of that stuff in here. And this is hard. You know, this is hard. So it smells good. Lather's really nice. I've used it before. But one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of open my blade only about halfway, like this, so that I have something to hold on to without cutting the crap out of my hands. And I'm actually going to take that and cut off part of this, because I want something to go into my bowl here. So I'm going to just cut off parts of this, you know, kind of shaving it off, so to speak. All right. And you can see I got like a little thumbnail version there and cut off some more of this kind of thing. So I'm going to use my blade to cut it off. And one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just give it a little rinse like that after I'm done. And, you know, cut off some more here. Actually, with a wet blade, it goes easier. So, you know, I'm going to cut off just enough. Typically, I'd say about the amount of an almond, so to speak. And now I'm going to take that blade and I'm going to go ahead and load it into my Schick Krona. This is the razor whenever I get them, because I am a frequent hunter, so I run across these very frequently. These are the ones I give away to beginners. I have started lots of people down the road of wet shaving, and the Krona is one of the very first razors I give everyone. And the reason for it is it's mild, but yet it gives a great shave. It's one of the most underrated razors. Is it heavy? No, it's not. It's not heavy by any means. It's, you know, here I have a handle of a Meta 4. And just the handle of the Meta 4, probably even without this. This is by far heavier than this, easily, in the hand. But it's a great razor, all right? There's a couple different variations. There's a gold one with a gold head. If any of my viewers have one and you don't want it anymore, I'd be more than happy to take it off your hand. I have both of them with the ones that say Krona on them, the ones that don't, the plastic handle. This is the metal ended one, but either way, it's a good shaving thing. So let's go ahead, get the water warm here, get my face wetted up, and then we'll get this soap. As you can see, it's in there in the bottom of the bowl, get it worked up. This bowl has a lot higher ridges than what I'm typically used to. And this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of mash it into the bowl a little bit. So my fingers kind of mush it down to the bottom of the bowl so that when I'm working it, it only takes it off as I lather. Okay, so I'm going to take it down. Alright. My hot water for my house, in my house is about 60-foot maybe run of pipe through the wall to the hot water heater, so it takes a minute to get hot here. You know, but either way, I can get my face wetted up here. And I'm not one that really particularly cares about cold or warm shave, so I guess honestly, warm helps the face with opening up your pores and softening the hair. I typically shower shave, but alright. So what I'm doing is I'm soaking my brush completely, and then I'm kind of giving it a shake like this off, so that it's still damp. Soak it again completely, and give it another shake off. Alright, I give it a couple good snaps. And now that it's like that, I'm going to go ahead and start working the Arco soap here. This soap, I found that with working it, it was actually best to kind of let it set a little bit the other day when I used it. And you just kind of work it around in the bowl. And you can see the lather starting to build, alright. Maybe a little bit more moisture here. Not much. So what I do to typically add moisture, I get my fingers and then I drip 2 or 3 drips in the water. You know, because I'm not one to keep an eyedropper in my thing and try to get to a small, you know. So keep working it around. And you can see the lather I'm getting built here. You know, I got quite a bit. It's building. Like I said, this is a light, fluffy type lather. Don't be expecting something that you can feel the weight of on your face and so on and so forth. And there we have it. I have worked all the soap that was on the bottom of that either into the brush or into a lather. So let's go ahead. I had warm. Let's get warm real quick. Put my face under here. One thing some people do is they put a warm towel and so on and so forth, but I'm not that adventurous. Alright, you can see here, got plenty of lather. The kitten is sitting here staring at me like, what is that stuff? He's only 4 months old, so man, he's almost the size of my cat who's 9, and she's a rather large cat, so he's gonna be a really big cat, which is okay with me. That's one of the things about getting a Maine Coon mix. They expect to be a big kitty. So look at that, just like that. We got a lather, got lots left in my bowl for my second pass. All right, warm up my razor, just run it under warm water. And now with the types of things, you want to get the angles, and how with those starting out, how I always find the angle, put the razor flat and then you tilt it to where when you shave the back of your hand, it has a little drag, but it shaves your hand clean. Yes, the backs of my palms are frequently shaved because I shave them frequently to see the aggressiveness of razors before I put it to my face. So, because the back of your hand being very close to all those bones has a lot of nerves and is very sensitive, very similar to your schnoz, all right, in your face. So one thing I like to do is I like to make, you can see I make somewhat multiple passes. I make short passes, but as you go down, you make sure at the end of it you lift off. All right, lift off your stroke. So you can see here, you know, I had about 4 days growth. So I go back and forth over it a little bit. Be sure to use both sides of the razor. The razor is a double-edged razor for a reason, right? You flip it and go like this. This is such a smooth shave. This razor is very mild, and I'll be honest, it is one of the very first razors I found as a collector when I started collecting August of 2020. Yeah, if you've seen my den video, you go, wow, that guy's got a lot of razors. And I've only been doing it just over a year now. And what spurred that was I got my dad's, we were going through a building of my dad's that it got hit by a tree. It was an old sauna. My dad is in a wheelchair. Well, was. He's now finally starting to be able to get up and move again. He was in a wheelchair due to some medical crap. And I happened to find an old Slim in there. And I go, whoa, look at this old razor. I remember that as seen it as a kid. And me and my brother kind of, playing with it, messing around with it. Well, our dad goes, that's my old razor from when I was a teenager. I go, you actually shave with this thing? He goes, yeah, because it kind of has some rust on it and stuff. And it isn't like it was my first DE, because I have been wet shaving since Christmas, or the fall of 2015, because my wife got it for me as a gift once my daughter was born. And it was my Merkur 23C that she got me. Alright, now with going around your mouth and stuff, like you try to, suck in your lip to get the line here, if you've got a little bit of an under chin like me, some of us are big guys, some of us are little guys and stuff. And then when I'm going under my nose, I tilt the razor kind of sideways and do away like that. Why pulling down your bottom lip so you can get up underneath your nose nostril there. And what are you doing down there, stupid cat? And same thing here. And just like that, first pass. Looks like I missed a little bit right there. No bleeding yet, so pretty good. Now what I do is I like to. This cat loves water. We hosed him yesterday just to see. And he didn't run away. How cats run away. He just sat there and was like, what's hitting me? Oh, there's water all over me? And it's like right now I drip water all over him. And he just tries to attack the water drops. He doesn't even give a crap. Alright, so now that I got that, I'm going to reapply my lather again. Alright, so I'm going to whisk it up a little bit again. Just to kind of freshen it up. But the second coat here, man, it goes on even smoother. I have found that with letting this set, the Arco seems to do better even if you let it set for a couple minutes. So the second lather on this is very nice. I really, I'm not going to lie. I've never tried Arco till now. And someone commented on one of the pictures, of razors and stuff that I gave away to one of the new timers, the reason I'm making this video. And don't make that mistake. And they talked about how you're going to see why Arco is an oldie but a goodie and has been around for so long and has stood the test of time. Alright? So, and absolutely right. First time using it was the other day on that video, and it was obvious to me why it's been around for such a long time. I haven't even really looked at the formula on this thing. I don't know that I can tell either because I ripped the crap out of it. Yeah, most of it's in Arabic, so I can't really read it. I think it comes from Turkey. I think is where Arco soap is from. But either way, whatever. It works for me. I don't care. Good enough. All right. What am I doing? It's against the grain, stupid. Hold on. Let's try that again. All right. So now with against the grain again, you can see I make short, fast, choppy type things. I don't make long, even strokes. Flip it over. You can hear a little bit of the feedback there, but there we go. Give it a rinse. I only do 2 passes against the grain, with the grain. A lot of people do 3 across the grain. Those of you starting out with this, I would not recommend across the grain. They're just now trying to figure this out. Don't be going across the grain with a razor trying to figure out where the edge is and so on and so forth, alright? How to use it, how to hold it. Typically, what I like to do is I like to index the razor about where the balancing point is before I start shaving. And the balance point on this razor is right about there, and that's where my clinch is. I'll tell you, probably the toughest shave experience I have ever had with a DE was one I filmed a couple weeks ago with a blindfold. I couldn't see jack. I blind shave in the shower a lot. But blindfold's a different story, because in the shower you can at least see, oh, I got the razor turned the right way. Because I watched a video and one of the times I was going like this with it, I wasn't even holding it the right way. And I felt it when I was doing that blindfold shave. And then I had to start realizing I had to start going like, because you can, if you grab the bottom of the grips of the things, they don't cut you. Look, because if I was doing this, I'd be bleeding, right? And I'm not, so. Alright, let's see. I have a bump on my neck I keep hitting. No, it's not razor burn, it's not razor irritation. Some bump, not for sure what it is. Let's see, get myself a washcloth here. Clean myself up. And then show you the end results here. Alright. Okay, so it didn't get super close, you know. Adjustables, I mean, it got pretty close. But it's one of those things that takes, I haven't used this razor in a while. So with the right angle, I could definitely get PBS, but been a minute. I haven't used that razor Krona in over a year. If I'm being honest. I have a collection over 200, including all but 2 models of the Gillette Aristocrats from the UK. I have the twin pair, the 34 and the 36 Americans, and I have a 41 also to go with it, or 42, I don't remember. Either way, I have a fair number of things. I have a Toggle, I have, Fat Boys, and an Executive, and the Fat Boy Executive, so I have a fair number of razors. And those ones just get used more. But, Voskhod blade in this thing, I had 3-4 days growth. It worked pretty good. Alright, well, I appreciate you all for joining me today. If you have not yet, please subscribe, alright? Recommend this video to new people. These razors are easy to come by. Even on eBay, these, the Schick Coronas, which are a very great vintage starting razor, go for somewhere between $5 and $10 almost readily on eBay, okay? So, yes, the new guy I'm making this video for, when you watch it, you'll realize I cheaped out on you a little bit, but hey, if I was giving away hundreds of dollars of razors all the time to every new person, I would be broke. And my wife would probably shoot me, and my razor collection would be up for sale. So I guess, help you out, right? Help you all out. But anyway, thank you for joining me. I hope this is an educational video on kind of what to do with what you have. You can buy brushes like the, okay, this ain't a great brush, or this is a good brush, but you can get a cheap brush at Dollar Tree. Dollar Trees sell a cheap brush. Will it get you a ton of shaves? No, but it'll get you a few. You can buy Arco soap readily, cheap anywhere. So even if you have people you want to recommend and you don't want to get, get Arco or whatever, you don't want to give them any shave soap just because you're not sure, have them use a gel. Gel gives you a very close, similar type of feel as these soaps do. I don't recommend Barbasol. Barbasol is just, it's not like slick enough, so to speak. So on and so forth, As far as razors that you can readily get, Sally's Beauty Salon sells some safety razors sometimes. I recommend Merkers for starting out because they're $25-$30. They're great mild shavers. If you want to go to try to do the vintage route, find yourself a Slim or find yourself a Corona at a local antique store or eBay. eBay, they can go, Slims go for like 50, 60 bucks. It's kind of ridiculous in my mind, but it is what it is. But you can find these on eBay. Shit Coronas. Pick one of those up if you want one for like $10 on eBay. Get yourself a cheap brush. It doesn't have to be anything spectacular. You can go to Dollar Tree if you want to find out. Amazon, you can buy this cheap soap. When you start looking for better soaps with better bases, Razor Emporium has very affordable soaps, very good scents. I just got my scent pack of those the other day from Matt out there, and it's awesome. The stuff smells good. Haven't used it yet, but I have friends who have, and they love it. It's excellent soap, and it's $15 a tub, and a tub of soap lasts a long time. Me and my wife, she wet shaves and shaves in the shower twice a week, 3 times a week, whatever, for her legs. Covers a lot more real estate than my face. And we finally just got rid of one tub of soap, and we've been using it for like 4.5 months. So one 4-ounce tub of soap lasted 4.5 months with 2 people using it. So, it's not like soap cost $1 million. As far as blades go, all kinds of different places carry blades, Razor Emporium, Magards, you name it. Amazon, like these are Voskhods. You get 100 of these for $8. The other ones I got the other day, I used for the first time ever. It's a Dorco Titan, and that get 100 of these for $10. Dorco Titan. I really liked that blade, to be honest with you. I think I liked it maybe even more than a Voskhod. So this is something that everyone can do, everyone can get into, and it's cheap. All right. So you don't have to go get a collection of 200 razors like me and have your wife mad at you and whatever else. Don't recommend it. But for those of you looking to spread the word, those of you looking to join, please subscribe to our channel. We are down to earth guys. There's a bunch of us. There's just more than just me here. There's Fayez, there's Adam, John, and Christian waiting on you guys. So, all right, thank you guys, and thank you for joining me and Sony. Say bye, Sony. Right here, see? Look right there. Right here. Thank you guys again, and have a good evening.